All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Juliana Blonder. My husband and I own the Blonder Group, a real estate team here in Northern Colorado. Thanks for joining us on our 12 Days of Holiday Giving series, where we highlight local businesses or nonprofits in our community. So today we're with Christopher, who is one of the founders of the NoCo Cat Cafe. Their mission at NoCo Cat Cafe is to facilitate cat adoptions and to provide a safe, loving environment for cats in the community to socialize. Christopher, thanks so much for your time. Go ahead and just
Thanks,
tell us about the NoCo Cat Cafe and the story behind your awesome organization.
Yeah, so we are a cat cafe here in Northern Colorado. Our mission is to get cats adopted, as you said earlier. We work with Colorado Kitty Coalition, so she's our rescue partner.
Okay.
Um, so the cats that she brings in, she rescues from all over the country, works with a rescue network. So we get
Okay.
cats in from as far as Louisiana, a lot from New Mexico, Illinois. And so sort of what we do is we help socialize the cats. Some cats come in and they're kind of ready to go once they get out of the kennel, ready to play, ready to have a good time.
Right.
Sometimes we get cats who need a little more socialization. We've had, older cats who've needed some resocialization, whether it's from abandonment or abuse or whatever. And
Mhm.
so we try to, like you said earlier, provide a safe environment. One of the advantages that cat cafes in general have over shelters is that it's the individuals in the cafe working with the cats every single day, as opposed to volunteers coming in, constantly rotating, getting different experiences with the cat. So we get to see the cats' personalities develop over time. And so part of the mission is not only to get the cats adopted, but to help families find the right fit for their family, because adopting a cat, it's a long-term commitment. We're talking 15 or 20 years depending on what age you adopt the cat.
Yeah.
And so we want to make sure that you're prepared to have that cat grow with your family, as for that many number of years. And so we want to make sure that we're finding those right fits, as opposed to just getting cats adopted, as many as we can.
That makes so much sense. Yeah. So you get to spend time with the cats. You really get to know their personalities, and then you can do a better match that way versus them just sitting in the cages and someone coming in and pointing and poking at the cats and just being like, oh, that feels like the right one. That's
Yeah,
so
so the cats never spend time in cages while they're here. So the cat cafe is their home, and so they get to roam around freely, and kind of, the more comfortable they become in the environment, the more adoptable, the more socialization they get, the more likely they are to be able to find that right fit, not only for the family but for the cat as well. We don't want a cat that would not do well with dogs to go into a home with dogs, or a cat that might need another animal around to go into a home where it's going to be the only animal.
Absolutely. That's so cool. So how did you get in? Was this a business model that you'd seen before, or was it something that you thought of, or
No, so that's a good question. So cat cafes started in Korea about 35, 40 years ago, roughly.
okay.
And
Yeah.
the first one opened in the US about 18, 19 years ago. And
Okay.
so we actually moved to Colorado from Las Vegas in 2019. And we had followed someone who was attempting to open a cat cafe in Las Vegas about a decade ago.
Wow.
And we just thought it was awesome. Like, we went to all of her events, and we're really excited about the prospect. And during COVID, we were working on different business models, and like I
Oh,
think a lot of people did during that time, we
great.
had that, like, what do we really want to do when we grow up kind of questions for ourselves.
Yeah, totally.
And my wife kept coming back to the cat cafe idea, and my background was in high-end nightclubs, and so, like, I have opened up properties in all the major cities in the US, and so I was a numbers person, so I sat down and I
Yeah,
did
that's
the numbers.
huge. Mm-hmm.
um, and it seemed like a viable business plan. October of 2022, I'm sorry, 2021, October of 2021, we did our first pop-up event at the Gressawick in Loveland. And we sold
Cool.
165 tickets for a 3-hour event. And we
Wow.
did, I think, 16 adoptions in that first event.
Um,
And so we knew that the community was going to get behind it. And then it was just a matter of finding, a good location.
yeah. Yeah, I know. I was following you guys, and then all through COVID, I was like, man, I really, because they were like teasing it, like in the newspaper and everything. I was like, oh man, I really hope this comes to fruition because what a cool, amazing, just niche to have in our community. Anything else you'd like to add, or tell me, kind of how people can get in touch with you? Like, what are the hours of the cafe if people want to go? What is that kind of experience like?
Sure. So we are open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 to 6.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday. I'm sorry, 12 to 6, and
Okay.
or sorry, 12 to 5.
Tuesday,
And then
Wednesday, Thursday, 12 to 5. Okay.
yep. And then Friday and Saturday 11 to 6. And
Okay.
then Sunday 12 to 5. We're closed on Mondays. People can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. NoCo Cat Cafe. That is our handle. We do a lot of fun stuff on there. Every Sunday night, we do a goodnight video, which we always recommend to people when they come into the cafe, just because it's a good way to see who's been adopted, who's
Yeah.
new. We get some really great personality shots of the cats during
Yeah,
that
you
goodnight
do. I
video.
love it. I look forward to that video every time. It's so like thoughtful and just it's so funny. You really do like play up their personalities. It's so cute.
Yeah, we try to.
And who do you
And
have
then we
there
always
behind?
recommend,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So, and then we always recommend on Saturdays and Sundays if you can call ahead, because we
Mm.
usually end up on a wait.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay, so you have like a limit of how many people.
Yes.
That makes sense. That's really cool.
Yeah, we just want to keep the environment not only comfortable for the cats, but for people. We want you to, we want everyone who comes through here to have that experience when they walk away. They feel like, there was value in
Yeah.
their interactions with the cats. And even sometimes one of the fun things that we see a lot is someone sitting at one table talking to a complete stranger, showing pictures of their cats on their phones and talking about their stories with their cats. That's always a lot of fun. And so like
Love
it's
that.
the community that we're trying to create around this concept.
The cat lady's dream, I'm telling you. What if my cat wasn't a one cat, we'd my husband would be like, ah,
Well, you'd be amazed at the cat daddies that we get through here. So
oh my God.
a
He's
lot of
a
cat
total
daddies.
cat dad. Yeah. Oh, cat daddies. Oh my, that's like a shirt. That'd be a great shirt, cat daddy.
So we do a lot of events, and one of
Yeah.
the ways to find out those events is through the social media. But we actually did partner with a documentary filmmaker. She made a film called Cat Daddies
No
that
way.
follows. Yeah, so it's on Amazon now. But we actually did. So we tried for a while to get the premiere here in Loveland at one of the movie theaters, and we just weren't able to make that happen. So we partnered with
Oh,
Tom Davis Saloon, and we actually showed the film at Tom Davis the week that it ended its U.S. run. And so the filmmaker, she did this really cool thing where she made a marquee on the social media for us, and it was the same night or played the same night here in Loveland that it premiered in Hong Kong. So on the marquee, it was Hong Kong, Loveland, Colorado.
no way.
So it was
That
pretty
is
cool.
so
Yeah,
cool. So we can find that on Amazon, like Amazon Prime. Is that how you'd find it?
yeah,
Cat daddies.
yeah. Cat daddies. Yeah.
I cannot wait to see this. Oh, that's so great. And who do
Yeah,
you have
it's
behind
a great
you
film.
here?
So right here, I've got the two sisters, Georgina and Violet. Violet's the one doing the grooming.
Oh, and they
And
should probably
then,
be adopted together, right? They've bonded and
so we're kind of evaluating the bonding right now.
right.
So right now we've got one bonded pair, Mila and her brother Maddox.
Okay.
Um, but we're Georgina and Violet just got in, so we're doing that work with them now to kind of determine if they would do better together or if they could be adopted
Fine part.
alone.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, that's
here
so
I've got that was Cheeto. She was a mama. Cheeto.
oh, Cheeto. Oh my gosh. It looks so
And
cute in there.
there's Mila walking by. She's
Oh
a
my
bobtail.
Oh, the bobtails are so cute. Oh,
Yeah.
I love them. Well, anything else you'd like to add? I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, I think, part of our, like I said, part of our goal is to, build a community of cat lovers around the project. And so, we're always happy to see new people come in, and we're not afraid to answer any of the questions that people have. And so, we'd be really excited to see all the new people coming in from Fort Collins.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Christopher, thank you so much. And Kim, to your wife is Kim, correct?
Yes, Kimberly.
Well, Kimberly. Kimberly and Christopher, thank you so much for what you brought to our community. We can't wait to come down in person and check it out. And we'll link all the socials below, as well as the Colorado Kitty Coalition. We know they're your partner in this. So thank you so much, and have an awesome holiday season.
You too. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, Christopher.
All
Bye.
right.